Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Monday, August 26th, 2024. But before we check out the charts, I just want to ask you to please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the daily Tesla and daily NVIDIA reports, daily analysis in the SPY, daily analysis in the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and Apple stock, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor, always looking for 20% moves or more on those underlying stocks. And you get to see all of this for free. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. So check out wickedstocks.com. Let's take a look at the charts. I can start with the weekly chart. We did fall back a few weeks ago into this 95 to 97.40 region. There's a channel bottom here as well on the weekly chart. It's not my favorite type of channel structure because it is based, on the highs immediately following the low, and that is proper construction. But I would rather have seen, upward rotation, a prominent high falling away, so forth and so on for creating that. But it is what it is. And so it is there as well, 97. It's a meaningful zone of support. I don't put a lot on it right now in terms of as a long-term floor of support. I can back up a little bit over the last, coming off that low area. We had a buy signal, about a week later when we closed above the descending 1/3 speed line. That set up the descending 2/3 speed line as a 1 to 2 week target. We tested it about a week later, now at 115.95, well below the market, but still meaningful support this week if tested. And in fact, it's holding above 115.95 that maintains a 140.76 objective as a 2 to 3 week target. And yes, the 154.33 area in reach, perhaps over the next 3 to 5 weeks. Now, certainly closing above that 140.76 high will have something to say about that. That's a 2 to 3 week target at 140.76, holding above 115.95. And if we close above 114.76 within another 2 to 3 weeks, 154.35. But I think, by the end of October or sooner, we could see 154.33. Double top potential at 140.76. Yes, for a day, a week perhaps, but I don't think long term. I don't think we'll see this market falling away into October once we test 140.76, but anything is possible, of course. Now, if I were to fine-tune this chart, I'll show you that we do have, a rising channel bottom at 127.24 over the last few weeks. And that is day support and our downward pivot point into later week. Until then, bullish momentum remains intact. I should say a latent bullish momentum remains intact. We're in this consolidated framework for the last week, and we do need to see a settlement today above 130 even, which is the high settlement price about a week ago. That is the high settlement price following the August low. And so bullish through the rest of the week above 130 even, bearish through the rest of the week below 127.24. It's about as simple as that. Odds favor a settlement above 130 point even, 130.00, because of the sort of the bullish momentum that remains in effect above 127.24. So closing above 130 even. Let's go with pushing through or opening above 130 even. 135.58 is in reach today. Now, we've reduced this to just an intraday resistance level. It actually is the high settlement price on the daily chart. When we go back to early July and late June, it's not this particular high here, but it is the high settlement price. And I think that would be it for the day. But once again, if we close above 130 even, 3 to 5 day swing traders can go long, if you're not long already, up to 140.76, where profits can be taken. And if you want to play the short side here as we move into next week, you can. We could fall back. By that point in time, we will revisit new channel support and speed line support and so forth and so on. But I think you can play the short side ever so delicately at 140.76. And I'm talking to 3 to 5 day swing traders, and yes, possibly 2 to 3 week swing traders. Now, of course, closing above 140.76, as I mentioned a moment ago, does signal what I think is like a longer-term likelihood at 154.33, this following the settlement about a week and a half ago above the 115.95 speed line. And that kind of covers the upside. Let's talk, downside. that in the event we happen to, let me go with breaking 127.24 today on an intraday basis. 123.10 is likely. 123.10 is the low of the high from Thursday. And that was a key reversal high that oftentimes indicates or foretells an overbought market that is inclined to downside corrective activity. But, we came right back into this low 130s, or I should say upper 120s resistance. So, are we still in a what you could call a key reversal high sell signal? No, we never really were. I'd mentioned that this channel bottom is an important structure to violate on the downside for anticipating bearish continuation, and it still is. And so while we are expecting bullish continuation this week to 140.76, if we close today above 130 even, if we on the other hand close today below 127.24, we're expecting bearish continuation down to 115.95. This is probably a 3 to 5 day event by Friday's close. 115.95 once again able to contain weekly selling pressures, quite possibly into later September, and once tested 140.76 in reach within 2 to 3 weeks, 154.33 within 1 to 2 months. 115.95 is, and I'll remind you of this, kind of the beginning still of a wide yet narrowing zone of support down to 106.13. That is a rising 2/3 speed line that so long as last week's high remains in effect, it will remain in existence. 106.13 rising daily, 115.95 dropping daily. They all come together over the next full week of trade into a single point in the low 110s. This zone, wide now, narrowing through the week, able to absorb selling, through September. So it is part of a range, 115.95. That is the beginning of it. It ends at 106.13. I could throw in another star here, kind of a 4-star area, because, this is bottom picking territory, the narrowing 106.13 to 115.95 region through September trade. And once tested or above whichever you prefer, 140.76 remains a 2 to 3 week target, 154.33 a 1 to 2 month objective. Now, of course, if we were to close below the 106.13 speed line, that does indicate a good high probably through September, because the following 2 to 3 weeks should fall to the 87.28 formation. We're a long way from that scenario right now, but I'm just telling you what my thinking will be if we happen to fall away this week to 115.95, the beginning of a narrowing zone of meaningful support down to 106.13 that can absorb selling through next week, possibly through September activity. Is there anything else to say other than please click like, share, subscribe, check out wickedstocks.com. We put out 3 stock picks last week. You can see it all for free if you sign up for wickedstocks.com. We offer a 5-day free trial up front, daily triple Q, daily SPY, 2 stock picks a week bare minimum, weekly analysis in Apple, weekly analysis in the NASDAQ 100, weekly analysis in the S&P 500. Check it out at wickedstocks.com. I will be back tomorrow with Tuesday's NVIDIA report. You have a great day.